It is about the war, invisible war happening inside North Korea. Hello everyone, long time no see. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a very interesting topic. It is about the war, invisible war happening inside North Korea. It seems very peaceful and nothing has been happening inside North Korea. However, that's very not true. The war is been going on between North Korea's women, the ladies that were surrounded by Kim Jong-un. So it became very clear right now that currently the North Korea's kingmaker is not even Kim Jong-un, it's his wife Lee Seol-ju. So this topic is very interesting. We've been all speculating that North Korea power, if Kim Jong-un dies, because he has a lot of health problems and he's going on a lot of surgeries and he has a big heart issue and it runs in his family that they don't live that long. So North Korean speculators always had to think about who to replace Kim Jong-un if something happens to him. And that was always his sister Kim Yo-jong. She's been almost like familiar to a lot of us by now. Whenever Kim Jong-un was meeting with Trump or South Korean president, Kim Yo-jong was right there in the spotlight. However, she's been becoming less visible and visible as a daughter of Kim Jong-un coming out in the North Korean public stage. So this February 16th was a day of the star, the North Korea's shining bright star day where Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il, was born. So this day is one of the biggest holidays in North Korea. Everybody, North Korean citizens, all need to celebrate. I remember as a child, whenever this day comes, we had to prepare the parade and singing, prepare the performances. It was a big deal. And this time, it was something remarkable happened in North Korea. On this very important parade, Kim Jong-un came out with his daughter and let her sit right next to him, while his sister was in the back row where she was not even getting any attention. So this sitting position is very important. This sitting position indicates the power that you are in North Korea. You know, how far were you removed from Kim Jong-un? So Kim Jong-un is like son. It's not even God. He's like the center, the most essential part of North Korean structure. They idolize him and made him beyond God. So when Kim Jong-un sits, how many seats were removed, how close they are next to Kim Jong-un, that's how it indicates how powerful they are inside North Korea, next to him. And this saying is literally that in North Korea saying, you know, if you go too closer to the sun, you literally burn to death. And if you're too far away, removed from the sun, you die from the cold and the crops doesn't grow. And it's like that. The people around Kim Jong-un who are going very close and rise to power and they get executed like his uncle and is easily get executed and replaced because there's always a competition with the power and Kim Jong-un always had to manage that rivalry. However, people like me who were born in Haesan, far away from capital, we didn't get the sunlight basically, and that's how we die from starvation and cold and life misery. However, Kim Jong-un's family is a little bit unique. So Kim Jong-un does not promote any male in his family. He's coming from the third wife and he has an older brother and he's been known almost, he's not interested in politics, he loves guitar, he's very into music and apparently he might be gay so he might not be able to even reproduce. Because in North Korea, the IVF and surrogacy is not something common right now and I don't think they have the technology currently to do so. Therefore, Kim Jong-un is only using his sister to support him till this day. However, it's been clear that Kim Jong-un's children are growing and Sue is in her early teens right now and Kim Jong-un has another 2 sons. So this is where it comes down to why Lee Seol-ju has been the very prominent role in this king-making journey. So just like Kim Jong-un's his own mother, she was coming from a third wife and she was not even main wife. However, she did this domestic politics so well with Kim Jong-il, she made her son the king of North Korea. And just like that, right now, Lee Seol-soo is doing the exact same thing. She is right next to Kim Jong-un and pushing her children to take the throne from Kim Jong-un. So automatically, this is going to be a animosity between Lee Seol-soo and Kim Yo-jong. Kim Yo-jong is literally in the mercy of this family right now. If Lee Seol-soo gets a power from her father, literally nobody knows what's going to happen to Kim Yo-jong. And that's how it is like we didn't understand how the legitimacy just comes from Kim. That is, in 2016, North Korea published a huge article saying that the Kim ruling is going to last thousands of years in North Korea. And that's what they are planning. And this is where we also need to prepare. It's very much likely the throne is going to another king, that is Lee Seol-soo's daughter, Kim Soo-ae. It's really not clear though why Kim Jong-un is already promoting her this early on and not promoting sons at all. But the clue seems like it's coming from Lee Seol-soo. When Dennis Rodman visited North Korea, and no American actually has been spending time with the North Korean dictator Dan Rodman. I've been reading the Mike Pompeo's book recently, Not Give an Inch, and Trump was asking Pompeo to call Dennis Rodman before meeting Kim Jong-un because literally there's no American ever seen Kim Jong-un that closely and that in the length. And he said in the interviews and his information that when he was giving to CIA, saying that when he was visiting North Korea and when this went to this private island near Wonsan, and Lee Seol-soo was the most beloved daughter of Lee Seol-soo. She was entire time on the lap of her mom, and her mom was constantly talking about her daughter, and even though she had sons. So it seems like she is the most favored child of Lee Seol-soo, and therefore now Lee Seol-soo is pushing the daughter to take the throne from the father. It's going to be very interesting because in North Korea, this is a very unusual case that daughters get this much attention and this much legitimacy from the father because, there's no case in North Korean big leader that was ever a woman. And maybe it'll also give some kind of comfort that Kim Jong-un that until this moment, all the North Korean Kims has been very bad. They had the two biggest distractions. One was drinking with alcohol, like party drinking, and second was women. Their health got corrupted, gone so bad because they've been having pleasure squads, partying with these girls days. Literally, one of these parties would last entire week. And each night, Kim Jong-un would drink like 13 bottles of wine, whiskey, cognac, and all this hard liquor. And of course, it kills his organs right now. That's why his health is declining. And maybe his thinking strategy is that if he gives the power to the woman, his daughter, they're not going to be distracted by a lot of these factors like drinking or party and, pleasure squad. I mean, that's at least assumption, There's a little bit of difference between women and men, and I'm still believing biology, so maybe that's the case. And that's why it seems very clear that Kim Yo-jong has been having no distraction. This woman, her goal has been getting as much power as she could in her position in North Korean system. And it's the same as the wife of Kim Jong-un, Lee Seol-soo. Her goal has been at this moment that making her children become the next dear leader. This rivalry is going to be interesting. And what is remarkable about this rivalry is that Kim Yo-jong is backed by the group in North Korea that was supporting Jang Song-taek. The group was more fond of China and Chinese model, which is opening up the economy, maintaining the same political Communist Party line, however, opening up the economy. Therefore, that's why when Kim Yo-jong was prominent, she was influencing her brother to meet with Trump, meet with the South Korean president, go abroad, and more like negotiating how to open up the North Korean economy. However, it seems that Lee Seol-soo's line is more opposite. They're complete into lockdown, isolation, not talking to anybody, just devote their power into developing nukes, and as long as they can maintain the current status quo. And two ideologies are a little bit conflicting with each other, so it's really up to see who's gonna win this battle and who will take the throne. Whoever chooses to get the throne and whoever the power supporting that throne is going to determine the future of North Korean people. As you guys are all hoping, I hope so too, that maybe the next one is going to be somehow better. That they will at least choose to feed North Korean people. I'm not even dreaming of the liberty of political freedom for the people. But at least somebody come up and think, at least we can feed the people and maybe maintain the status quo like China has been. And that will be still a update and better upgrade for the North Korean people. Thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions about Korean North Korean development, please leave the questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Love you guys.